Alright guys, so what I was talking about in that video, or in the Facebook post, was this. Here's my 5 positions of the major scale, okay? Position 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm not talking modes here, I'm just talking positions of the major scale. You can look at these as modes if you wanted to, by looking at the first scale degree being Ionian, second scale degree being Dorian, third scale degree would be Phrygian, which would actually start here. Fourth scale degree would be Lydian, which starts here. So this third pattern is both functioning as the Phrygian pattern and the Lydian pattern from my point of view. When I move to the fourth position, this would be the 5th scale degree. This would be D here, even though it says 9th fret, it's talking about this fret right here. So 1 up from 9 is 10. So this is D7 if we're in the key of G major, okay, like we are here on this. So then we go up to the 6th scale degree, which is the first note here, and that's your Aeolian or your natural minor scale. Then you have that Locrian, right, the 7th scale degree. That could either be starting here on the 2nd fret, F sharp, or starting here on the, I guess this would be the 14th fret, okay? So you could look at that as the 14th fret here, all right? Because you're going to go 12, 14, and then here to the 15. Now, what we were talking about was the pentatonic scales and how they fit within. So if you look at scale pattern number 2, the Dorian mode, you have 1 4, 1 3, 1 3, 1 3, 1 4, 1 4. That's your first position of the minor pentatonic scale. Root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. Then it starts again, root, flat 3, right? And then you go up to the 4th. Then you go up to the 5th, right? So you're going root, flat 3. Sorry, I started to look at the scale. So you have the root, the flat 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the flat 7, back to the root. Then you have the flat 3rd, right? Then you have the 4th, the 5th, right? The flat 7, back to the root, up to the minor 3rd. All right, and then you just have the other notes in between. Now Dorian is 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, back to 1. So those are the notes in between here. So you have the 2, or you could look at it as the 9 up here, right? You have the 6, which could also be thought of as like the 13. All right. And then we have the 3rd there. We have actually the 9 right here. So you have the 9 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All right. When you go up to the 3rd scale degree, the Phrygian, this is what Keith had brought up. You have the 1 3, or I'm sorry, 1 4, 1 3, 1 3, 1 3, 1 4, 1 4. Minor pentatonic scale yet again, and this is on a minor chord, B minor 7. So you had it on A minor 7, the 2nd scale degree of G major, and you had it again on the B minor 7, 3rd scale degree. This time though we have a flat 9 and a flat 6. That's why we don't have anything down here. It's there. Now, if you were playing a C major 7, the 4 chord, you could play B minor pentatonic. And that would function like Lydian. Play the A minor. fifth position of the pentatonic of A minor pentatonic. And then the fifth position of B minor pentatonic. And you would see that it fits both in this scale. You would see that it fits in the major scale, which is G major built off of the first scale degree. And it fits into the Dorian mode as well. 2, 3, or 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. So you not only have pattern number 1, but you have all the patterns of both those minor pentatonic scales. Now, if you go up to the fifth position of the major scale, you'll see 1 flat 3, or 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. So it's again up here on the 12th fret. So in the key of G major, you have A minor pentatonic, B minor pentatonic, E minor pentatonic. I know it's been a few years since we talked about this, but I encouraged you guys when you were learning these patterns to start with the minor chords, the 2, the 3, and the 6, because that would allow you guys to use your pentatonic information that you already knew, and then you could just add the 2 notes you're missing. There's only 7 notes in a major scale. If you're playing a 5-note scale, you only need to add 2 notes. So that's why I had the conversation with you in the first place about the minor pentatonic fitting in these places, so you wouldn't feel like you had so many things to learn. And then up here, so if you have any of the progressions that might happen in G major, so common progressions might be G major to C major 7. Instead of playing Dorian, I just played A minor pentatonic. B minor pentatonic. E minor pentatonic. A minor, and without switching patterns, think of B minor. And what I mean by, I meant switching positions. And then lastly, you could use the E minor pentatonic. And then if you combine all 3 together, well, there's your Dorian mode. Well, not your mode, but your fingering for that, okay? So the second scale degree, G major. The sound you hear is G Ionian here, no matter what, and C Lydian here, no matter what one of the fingerings I'm using. It's always the combination of the chord with the scale. So the harmony in conjunction with the scale. That's what gives you the modal tonality. You know, just one or the other isn't anything. Okay? And Another common chord progression you might have is 2 to 5. That's like that Santana thing. Mr. Davis. A minor, E minor, E minor. Now, the one that probably sounds the best is the A minor. The other ones sound a little bit more open. Combine them, do E minor here. Or do the B minor. So that progression is just A minor to D7, 2 to 5. I'm going fast, I apologize. Another common one might be like D to C, D major to C major. So you might get this. To be like Fire on the Mountain, kind of a Jerry Garcia thing. This would be primarily like a Mixolydian sound. But you can still use those pentatonics. Maybe you'd play up here. And if you wanted to sound like Jerry, you go in 3s. Play the 5th position. Play A minor pentatonic. Play B minor. Play A minor here. Back to E minor. E minor.